looks to me like you're on the wrong side of the river!
The Mummy has been remade so many times, and yet one film in the long history of the character stands out as a cinematic high point. Now fans who have been clamoring for a return for decades have some breaking news, but it's not what they hoped. Join ScreenRant as we look at Stephen Sommers' The Mummy.
Here we go again.
The Mummy was originally a 1932 horror film that was part of what would become known as the Universal Monsters Pantheon. The Mummy was a big hit at the time and would see multiple sequels and crossovers for decades to come. In the mid-1990s, Universal was once again looking to bring back this iconic ghoul, and they were having some trouble doing it. After going through several writers and directors, the studio had failed to produce a new take on the classic villain. Most were attempting to give the film a pure horror tone. However, this changed when Universal hired director Stephen Sommers. Fresh off his own monster movie Deep Rising, Sommers instead shifted the film into more of a classic adventure movie, complete with a swashbuckling lead in Brendan Fraser. The first movie was released in 1999 and was an instant smash hit, earning a stunning $417 million at the box office. Universal was quick to greenlight a sequel, and 2 years later we got The Mummy Returns, which was not as good. Sommers took a break from the franchise for a bit before returning for the underwhelming and critically panned Mummy 3: Tomb of the Dragon Emperor. The third film's failure would leave the franchise dead, at least until Tom Cruise screamed his way through a poorly mixed trailer. The 2017 adaptation was meant to kick off a massive Universal Monsters shared film series. Prematurely dubbed the Dark Universe, this attempt to compete with the MCU instead flopped at the box office and left the franchise dead before it even began. This left the door open for a potential return to the Brendan Fraser-based series. However, a recent interview with the trilogy's director doesn't offer much hope. Sommers has stated that he hasn't heard anything about a potential fourth entry, and that it seems unlikely. All the people at Universal are new after I left. I don't really know them. The director is open to a return to the series, expressing interest in working with his old cast members as long as there's a story to tell. We will have to wait to see if we return to this universe again, or if the franchise remains entombed forever. Thank you for watching ScreenRant.